Alright guys, apparently I was wrong. This coffee isn't so cold. Alright, so I said I would admit it, and I'm admitting it now. I was wrong. Okay, Maggie did not die in the last episode of The Walking Dead that just premiered this past Sunday. It was the mid-season finale. Now we have to wait all the way to February 14th, Valentine's Day, to see what happens after that. Okay, so you know what? I messed up. Or I made assumptions or whatever like that, you know? Okay. So now anything's up in the air at this point. I must admit though, it was still a pretty interesting season finale. It was hard to say goodbye to Deanna. I felt like she was the new kind of, moral compass to the group and stuff like that, you know? So to see her go kind of sucked. I didn't want that to happen, but okay, fine. So now the town is Rick's. There's new sheriff in town. So let it be. But there's still quite a few things to talk about. Like, for instance, why the hell did Carl cover, I forgot his name, this kid's butt after a murder attempt was actually going to take place in the garage? Which of course caused the walkers to break in, and the stupid kid like messed it up for everybody. You know, they were hiding in the house fine until they made a ruckus in the freaking garage. So forget about that. And of course, the thing that bugs me at the very end, as the episode is ending, Sam, that little brat, that Eddie Munster lookalike right now, you know, it's like, Mom. I mean, I'm like, will you shut up? Oh, jeez. We're trying to survive here. You know, so it's kind of like one of those crazy things, like, you know, something's bad. You know what? He might be the one getting eaten first. How's that? Huh? How's that for trauma, right? Well, we've seen it happen before. We've seen kids get eaten. We've seen kids get shot. We've seen kids turn. We've seen kids, everything that happens bad to a kid in The Walking Dead, it happens to kids. You know, remember the good old days when that didn't used to happen? Now, TV is TV. Movies are movies. So moving right along. We know Glenn is still on the outside of the walls of Alexandria trying to make his way in. He saw Maggie from a distance. He knows she's okay. You know, she's up on top of that thing, but it's only just a matter of time before the walkers tear that whole thing down because they're like trying to get to her. So let's hope that something works out there. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, Morgan and Carol. Did you see that big confrontation? Look, I get it, Morgan. All life is precious. You want, you know, you've learned, you've experienced this metanoia of change in your life, and now you want to give everyone a chance, even the crazy maniac with the W carved on his forehead. You want to give him a chance too. Well, you know what? You did. You gave him a chance to kill more people, to escape with this girl under his arm right now, and now he has a gun. Yeah, you gave him a chance, all right. So forget about it. You know, it's like, oh, freaking A, why didn't you just let Carol do what she felt she had to do? Carol, out of mostly everybody in that group, kind of knows what has to be done. I tell you the truth. Next to Rick himself, Carol just knows. You know what I'm saying? One more note. You know, when Deanna was telling Rick that these were his people now, I think what was happening at that moment was that she was trying to bring him back to a place where he was a long time ago, towards the beginning of the series, when he still had more of a large moral compass within him to kind of like, you know, make the right decisions. You know, remember how it was difficult for him to execute Randall in the second season and stuff like that? Kind of like right now he wouldn't hesitate. I feel like Deanna's conversation with Rick was monumental in the sense that it made him take a step back, maybe, perhaps, and say, oh snap, yeah, I need to get back to that. You know, I need to get back to that place. I mean, not naively, of course, but you know, in a way that lives can still be saved, and you know, sanity can eventually prevail. Because if you let your sanity go in a zombie apocalyptic world like this, all bets are off, as we will see in the second half of this season of season 6 of The Walking Dead in February, which is going to be pretty cool because we're going to finally see Negan. I, for one, never read the comic books. I just heard all the stories regarding him. And I'm not going to look at the comic books, and there's a reason for that. I don't want my original view of what I've been watching this show from the very beginning. I've been watching this show since day one. I don't want it tainted, because they change things around. You know what I'm saying? So for the TV series, so I'm kind of, you know what? Let me just stick with the TV series, and let me just roll with that. I think it's better for me. It's good to have the comics as a reference, as a backdrop, but I wouldn't like depend on it, because people get upset. They're like, oh, that's not the way they do it in the comic book. I'm like, no, that's not how they do it in the comic book. It's never gonna be the same way. Okay? And in any case, all right, I was wrong. Maggie's still alive. There's still a chance for a family. I admit it. I screwed up. Coffee's still good. What do you guys think? Let me know. Go to our website. Go to the blog. And we'll continue on. And there'll be more movie reviews coming up soon here on Horror and Coffee. Stay tuned.